Labels can pay a minimum of $5,000 to have fans notified when a new release arrives on the service. Connecting artists and fans is, quote, vital. The best platforms are doing both. They have linear businesses and they have platform businesses, and they've figured out a way for these two things to work together. What's another company that's not a platform? Spotify. They don't have producers. Who are their producers? It's not the millions of artists. It is basically 4 record labels that are a part of one association, the RIAA. And basically Spotify negotiates, not even with 4 record labels, it negotiates with one body, the RIAA. And then that is how they've been able to extract so much money out of Spotify and command and basically, rinse Spotify of its margins. If you look, their margins are horrible. And that is because there's no platform dynamic, because they have these crazy high royalty and licensing fees for the music. And the record industry has all the leverage on them because the supply is so consolidated. That's why we've seen Spotify try to get network effects, try to get fragmented supply. We've seen them try to let artists go direct and have Spotify as a label. So now you don't go to the major labels. You just publish directly on Spotify. We've seen that. We've seen them try to get podcasts going, fragmented supply, and really put a lot of resources into getting podcasts going. Now we're seeing a new kind of platform play from them, which is around basically a messaging and a communication platform. So Spotify has already convinced a handful of artists to use this thing called Marquee, which sends notifications to listeners when artists release new songs or albums. Those participating include Justin Bieber and Lil Wayne, gaining wider buy-in for what Spotify calls a two-sided marketplace. Connecting artists and fans is, quote, vital. With Marquee, artists or their labels can pay a minimum of $5,000 to have fans notified when a new release arrives on the service. They're trying to figure out, how do I help connect artists and fans better? Can I let them? I think there's another article here about letting them have messaging with fans and these kinds of things. So they're trying to figure this out. But this is why, is because they have platform initiatives. But could they be in Plat? No, they can't be in Plat because they don't have enough platform revenue to be in Plat. I mean, they're going to need a lot of $5,000 checks to get enough platform revenue to be in Plat. That's a lot of checks. They're doing $6.1 billion in sales, right? The whole thing with Plat is that you need a material amount of your revenue. The best platforms are doing both. They have linear businesses and they have platform businesses, and they've figured out a way for these two things to work together. Apple, Amazon. You're seeing Zillow do it with Zillow Offers, where now Zillow is now buying homes and reselling homes. So you're seeing a lot of platforms do this. It's a hybrid of platform and linear. And when you can put the two things together, that usually is the best place to be. Spotify got scale on the linear. How do they do the platform? They're not there yet, but they definitely got to figure that one out. Hi, this is Alex from Winner Take All. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the content. Feel free to leave a comment, ask us questions, and definitely make sure to join us on our next live stream.